Hey, it's Whitney from CoSchedule, and welcome to your next implementation lesson in your REQ Getting Started guide. In this chapter, you'll learn how to use placeholder groups to automate repeating promotions like Taco Tuesday or that customer testimonial that you like to highlight every Friday. So to kick things off, let's talk about who should take this lesson. If you're new to REQ, if you're a blogger, a social media manager, content marketer, or really anyone responsible for social media, this course is tailor-made just for you. So after you complete this lesson, you'll understand why you should automate repeating campaigns with REQ, how to create a placeholder group to share your messages, how to add social messages to these groups, and how to review your placeholders and how those round out your entire social strategy. So social media automation isn't just for your evergreen blog posts. You can create placeholder groups in REQ to put repeating promotions on autopilot too. So REQ will publish these recurring messages at the frequency that you set, whether that be daily, weekly, or monthly. And then these social messages will consistently publish for you. So you don't have to worry if a promotion is going out, even if things get busy or if you're out of the office. REQ will take care of it for you. So if you're not sure what types of social messages work best in a placeholder group, let's walk through a couple of different examples and ideas. So a couple of things that you could put on autopilot would be any repeating promotion that you currently are publishing manually every day, every week, or every month. So that could be things like continuously promoting your recurring monthly webinar. Maybe you have a weekly Twitter chat that you are a part of, or maybe you do an Instagram live every Wednesday. You could promote that those things are happening consistently using a placeholder group. Maybe you have themes that you use to help structure your social content, things like Motivation Monday, maybe a Taco Tuesday or Throwback Thursday. If you're using these types of messages, they work fantastic in a REQ group because you can set that frequency. So anything that you want to put on automation or autopilot, but you still want some control over the frequency and the cadence, a placeholder group is great for that. So to create a placeholder group in REQ, you'll want to click that plus new group button in the top left-hand corner of your REQ page. Then a pop-up will show up and you'll want to select placeholder group. From here, you'll want to give your group a name, and this should be the name of that recurring promotion. So if it's Motivation Monday, you'll want to name it that, or Taco Tuesday, for example. So next, you'll want to choose the day and the time that you want your messages from this group to publish. So in this example, you'll want to choose Tuesday at 8 o'clock a.m. for your Taco Tuesday special to be published to your Facebook page. And this way people know about that promotion that's happening every Tuesday. So if your repeating promotion is only available for a limited amount of time, you can put these in REQ as well. All you have to do is set a start and end time for your placeholder group. So in this example, the winter class schedule is only relevant from November 1st until March 1st. So when you define the start and end date, it can match your promotional timeline, and REQ will stop publishing those social messages from that group on the end date that you set. So I would recommend setting start and end dates for any placeholder group that is a limited time promotion or seasonal content, things like summer recipes, winter classes, holiday sales, or again, anything that's seasonal or time-based. So now that you've created a placeholder group, let's start adding some social messages to it. So start adding any new message by clicking on the new REQ message button in that group. So I would recommend adding at least 12 new messages to this group to start. And this will make sure that you have 3 months of recurring content if you're sharing messages from this group once a week. If you want to start off as a power user and really set it and forget it for a long time, add 26 total messages to this group. This gives you enough recurring content to populate your social channels with messages for an entire year. And at this setting, each social message would be posted twice a year at this setting. So again, if you really want to set it and forget it, add 26 messages as a good place to start. So if you need help coming up with an idea for your first placeholder group, one really great place to start is to create a REQ placeholder group that publishes messages with an inspirational quote every Monday for Motivation Monday. Again, if this makes sense for your brand. but in our guide, we actually have 12 motivational quotes that you can copy and paste directly into your Monday motivation requeue group, and that will give you a really good baseline to start. Or if you'd prefer to find something that's a little more tailored to your brand, you can find a whole list of examples here that might work better for your organization. So you can get more ideas and inspiration here, or we do have a requeue power tips that outlines even more examples. But again, if you're a food blog, you maybe want to feature cocktails or drink recipes every Friday. Maybe you want to feature a customer testimonial or quote or success story, once a week on Wednesdays. Whatever that looks like for your social schedule, you can automate these in requeue using placeholder groups. So if you create multiple placeholder groups, you can quickly review how all of these overlap and interact with each other by clicking Show All Groups in requeue. This can help you make tweaks to your repeating promotion schedule as you continue to build out and add new requeue groups over time. So from this view, you can update the sending time and frequency on any placeholder group if you need to adjust your schedule. So in this example, I've got 2 social messages publishing on Monday, and they're only 2 hours apart. So I can go ahead and adjust one of those to send in the afternoon to make sure that those send times aren't too close together. If you have a promotion that you want to discontinue or stop, you can archive any placeholder group to stop sending messages from it. So when you archive a group, you can always unarchive it later and promote it again anytime by clicking unarchive. And you'll just want to make sure that you toggle on the group to sending to ensure that the messages do continue sending if you want them to. If you have those seasonal repeating promotions, you can always archive them when the promotion is over, and then if it makes sense, you can always turn them back on next year or the next time that it makes sense. So for example, if you are a food blogger and you have a bunch of recipes for Thanksgiving and the holiday time fall recipes, you can archive those fall recipes after the holiday season is over and then turn it back on in, September, October of the next year to start sending them again. So there's a lot of flexibility and control when you use placeholder groups. So thank you for joining me in this lesson on placeholder groups and using them to put your repeating promotions on autopilot. So now you're ready to step into advanced territory, and I'll see you in the next lesson where we'll talk through how to fine-tune your publishing schedule using requeue settings.